breakups.
Woo!
They're sad. They suck. But before we get into the meat of this video, Annie and I made a playlist with all the ultimate breakup songs. So you can go check that out on Annie's Spotify. You can follow it, and it'll give you like lots of cushions to lie on whenever you go through a breakup. First of all, I really hope you guys have never been through a breakup. They suck.
Have you ever been through like more of like a mental breakup where you kind of assume that you're like with this person, overthink into something, and then it breaks up, but like not really?
Not really, yeah.
Yeah, and then you kind of break it up in your head, and then you're like sad.
Whoa.
Like, does that make any sense?
Yeah. That was deep. Definitely the worst is seeing them in public afterwards, though. Oh my gosh.
Holy crap.
That like pains you. You just like want to hug them.
Yes, yeah.
The awkward thing is, I've never been broken up with.
Yeah, but sometimes it still is worse because it's still sad.
So officially, I've had 3 boyfriends. Obviously, I'm still in a relationship right now. Let's hope that the ending is not a sad breakup and like something terrible. I don't know exactly what being broken up with feels like, but I have been through, obviously, I've been through breakups. But you know what's weird is that the only breakups that I've ever had have happened in December or January.
That is so weird.
Isn't that crazy? So the boy who makes it through the winter is like meant to be,
That's
you know?
like the one.
Seriously, it's so weird to me.
What was your worst breakup?
My first one. Yeah. It was my first heartbreak ever.
I remember
it was December 17th, like 2016 or something. Yeah. We were at a show, my sister's dance show, and then my person who I was with at the time texted me and they were like, oh my gosh, like, I don't know if I can do this anymore.
Wait, he texted you?
Yeah. He was like, help, we need to talk like right now. And I couldn't drive at the time. I was just about to turn 15. Because I was 14.
Oh my gosh.
And I was so stressed. I had mom drive me to the place where we used to hang out a lot. He was going through stuff with his family. He just had a lot of stress on him. And I was like, let's just end it for now. This is obviously something that's not healthy for both of us. Let's seriously just stop it here. And man, I still remember going home, listening to sad music and like crying like so bad. Like, Lily. Aw.
That's so sad. I remember I went into the kitchen and mom was like, everyone was like freaking out and I was like, what's happening?
What's happening?
And they're like, look, I just got broken up with. And I was like,
everybody was like, ah!
I know.
This is the first breakup we ever had in the family.
Literally.
It was so sad. Like even my dad cried a little bit.
Yeah.
I was like we all cried. Oh, it was so sad. And what's a good piece of advice for somebody who maybe has just gotten broken up with or is possibly going to get, hopefully not, in a breakup in the future? What's a good piece of advice you would give?
I would say once it's over, especially if you end it, once you've made your final decision, don't go on like their social media and their text messages and pictures. Especially if you do it. If you decide it's over, you need to stick with that. Especially if you know you're never going to fully get back together with them, then why would you waste time like being sad over like cute text messages or like photos? Because you either move on or you sit being sad.
Really, really good advice. So one time I saw this Twitter post and it was like, Beyonce gives herself 24 hours to feel terrible about something, and when she feels it, she truly feels it, and then she snaps out of it and gets on with her life. But that's something that I really took into my head and I was like, that's really interesting. But I changed it a little bit. So my advice would be, if you guys were dating for 1 month and you break up, give yourself 1 day to feel so sad about it. You're dating for 2 months, then you would be sad for like 2 days. And so it kind of like goes up into like 3 months, you get 3 days to feel sad, and listen to the music, eat the ice cream, cry to your friends on the phone, lie on your bed just staring at the ceiling, watch the movies, reading cute like quotes or breakup quotes, like all of the cheesy stuff. And then after that is over, you say, all right, we're done. You know, that's in the past, we made our decisions, and that's it. So it gives you obviously more time if they were like more meaningful to you.
That's good. Okay, so
I'm so sad right now. Like I'm remembering like all my 15-year-old feels. I hope you guys have never been through a really harsh breakup. And I hope it's been circumstantial, not, oh, well, I just don't love you anymore. Like, I hope it was like, oh, we live too far apart, or I'm busy. Like, I really do hope it was that. So that's a better understanding.
That one you can kind of like force yourself to like think of it differently. Yeah. But when it's something like, oh, I'm just like not attracted to you anymore, or like, oh, I cheated on you, then it's like so much harder. Like, there's like definitely like a sad side of breakup, but at the same time, Lily not recently, but back in January, Lily had one, and we were dating for like 4 months. I was
sad for 6 hours.
You're like, whoa, this
I'm
is
like,
so easy.
I was like, I'm free. I don't have to deal with that anymore. You know, and so a lot of times there are other types of breakups where you're like, oh my gosh, like I didn't realize how toxic that relationship was for me, or how it took away from my mental health, and how like amazing I feel afterwards. I literally, like, I felt a weight lifted off my shoulders.
Yeah. Sometimes people will break up with them and they like feel good, but then they look back at all the stuff and then they think that they miss them when they really don't, and then it just goes into them getting back together and then breaking up again because they don't actually like each other. Does that make any sense?
Spend time figuring out whether you like the person or whether you like their like hugs. I don't know. Man, I'm like really mellow and sad.
I know.
I feel
we
like
started off this video, I'm like, yeah!
no, I really do hope that y'all's breakups are like have a mutual understanding and you're like okay with it, you know? It's a difficult place to be in, going through a breakup. Like that's just really, really difficult. But know when to snap out of it so you don't like wallow in like depression forever.
Yeah.
Follow us on Instagram.
Yay, at It's Annie Rose
And make sure you go check out the Spotify playlist that we created for your ultimate breakups. Your ultimate breakups. Bye.